This ad is brought to you by Read More Comics, where you can find comic books, graphic novels, and more. Do you want to know who my two favorite superheroes from DC Comics are? I figured it'd be obvious. Roll intro!
Another mission, the powers and call me away. Another time to carry the colors again. My motivation and no house won't defend. Doing the honor of coming back home again. No explanation will matter after we begin. I'm not the dark destroyer that's buried within. My true vocation and now my unfortunate friend. You will discover all while you're unable to win. I'll have you know that I've become indestructible.
What is up, guys? Me again. Today we're gonna look at a Batman and Superman movie. No, not that. There you go. Released on October 4th, 1987, Bruce Timm, along with Warner Brothers and DC Comics, decided to make an animated film that has these two cross over each other. For Bruce Timm was already producing and making both Superman and Batman the animated series. And he thought it'd be good enough time to have them cross over since they were both on Warner Brothers Kids during that time. And it makes sense. I mean, they crossed over before in the comics like numerous times before the shows were even made. And well, they both have different ideologies and things like that. I will go on with this, but I think the Nostalgia Critic and Angry Joe already did that when they reviewed that other Batman and Superman movie. You know the one. Save Martha! Yeah. And Link Carr also said it best too in his review of the same movie I'm reviewing today. And let's take a look at it today. This is Batman and Superman, the world's finest. Our movie begins in the dark, stormy night in Gotham City. Which, by the way, why is Gotham City always dark and stormy? Can it be colorful and lighthearted? I mean, it's not gonna exactly attract tourists and other people. I mean, I know the city's crime-ridden, but seriously. You wonder why some people prefer the movie Metropolis. Anyway, we see an antique store owner closing up shop until he gets a very familiar visitor.
Hang on there, Clyde.
Harley Quinn in a very bad disguise. So the store owner gets hit by some laughing gas and got unconscious, because, well, yeah. And then we see the clown prince of crime himself.
Good work, Harley girl. Now, what would be a suitable trade for our joke in the box?
Everyone in the Ma had mixed feelings of the Joker's new design in Batman New Adventures. Everyone liked it, everyone disliked it. Me personally, I thought it was okay. It didn't bother me as much as many others, but I just thought it was alright. It didn't... Well, I'm just indifferent to a new design, honestly, but it didn't bother me like any other people did. But I can definitely see why. But, don't want to talk about that now. We have a plot device to get to.
For some reason, this just speaks to me. What do you think, Harl?
Green like your hair, Mr. J. Excellent, Harley. We'll use it to stylize my hair some more. Okay, really put a past Joker? This is him we're talking about. So after the Joker made off with the Green Dragon thing, and Batman and the police show up.
It was made of jade, worth maybe $100 grand.
I'd like a closer look.
Hey, he can't leave a crime scene with evidence.
You want to stop him? Be my guest.
So how are you able to disappear like that? Because I'm Batman! So then Batman went to the Batcave and consulted Alfred with the situation, and soon found out that the jade is covered in radiation.
Called jade is emitting low-level radiation. Alfred, isn't Bruce Wayne about due for a trip to Metropolis?
Yes, but do you think this is an appropriate time?
Would interfere with your being upside down time. I don't know why you do that, sir. You're not an actual bat. And next you'll know, you'll be going around trying to eat some bugs. You and your unhealthy bat obsession, sir. Meanwhile, in the skies of Metropolis! Sorry, I can't help myself. Everyone watching... I used to watch Super Friends when I was younger, you know. My childhood. When I was a getting into these guys before I watch Batman and Superman animated series. Yeah. Anyway, we see an airplane full of reporters and the president himself going to a little plane trip until terrorist attack. You guys are the reason I have to take my shoes off at the airport. Anyway, we see Lois do what she does best. Getting herself kidnapped.
Let's make an example of this hero. A very tragic example, I'm afraid, Miss...
Lane.
Lane? Lois Lane? The one Superman always saves?
Afraid so.
Yeah, even she's self-aware that she gets kidnapped all the time, man. She's like shrugging it off, like she knows she's gonna get out of alive because she always got her Superman to back her up. And would you know it, Superman coming to back her up. You know, Lois, you really need to consider having some pepper spray on you or something to defend yourself. It's like the umpteenth time I saved you. And even the president himself gives Superman a big pat on the back, even though we don't see the president. You know, there's a Donald Trump joke there somewhere, but I think that's beneath me. Then we get to see what Lois thinks of Superman.
I understand.
You do?
Had that one moment right there, but then duty has to call. There's some pros and cons of being a superhero. Meanwhile, we see Lex Luthor putting on his jealousy face as he sees Superman saving the president, and he's all like, "Oh, look at me, I'm Superman, I have a full head of hair, and I have all these powers, and I'm America's favorite son according to the president because I saved him and not bald-headed Lex." Mercy, grab my limousine and get it ready. I need to go to my office and go cry into my Superman jealousy bucket. I mean, my paperwork. Yes, that's what I meant. I could have done that. Well, if I have those powers, but still. So then Mercy decided to get the car ready, but before that happened, she got an unfriendly visitor and got knocked the heck out by none other than Harley Quinn, who proceeded to kidnap Lex Luthor. Whoa, she got some serious guts. But it was all a scheme by none other than the Joker, which means...
Joker.
Lexi, old kid, do I have a deal for you?
I couldn't resist but do this! Hey Lex! What are you gonna do tonight? The same thing we do every night, Joker. Try to take over the world! They're Joker and Luthor. Yes, Joker and Luthor. One's an evil genius, the other's insane. And before a night is done, on the dawning of the sun, they'll take over the world. Yes, Joker and Luthor. Yes, Joker and Luthor. Sorry. I couldn't resist it. Just... Anyway, moving on. Then Joker revealed to Lex that the Jade Dragon he had was solid kryptonite. But I knew that. I know. But moving on. And they made a deal, was set.
Deal.
Speaking of deals, Bruce Wayne himself made it to Metropolis to make a deal with Lex Luthor about international travels with robots, stuff like that. It's comic book stuff. And Lois also falls for Bruce. Of course. As she does. And Clark can't help but feel a little jealous. Then the Joker decided to move in on a mob gang and take it over so they can help him defeat Superman. Meanwhile, Luthor is discussing with Bruce Wayne about the new these spider robot things into international space travels in, well, comic sci-fi logic, that kind of thing, yes. And Bruce was okay with this at first, until Lex had something else in mind.
The Joint Chiefs has shown tremendous interest. It doesn't take much imagination to envision these robots on the battlefield.
Except, I won't allow it.
What?
I don't like guns.
Yeah. A gun killed my parents. So I'm not interested in guns. Even guns on TV, I get paranoid! And that's because I became a wealthy billionaire philanthropist I am today, yes. Meanwhile, with Bruce and Lois, they're getting acquainted with each other. And I do mean really acquainted. Nudge, nudge. But after Bruce was done with that, he went on to be Batman and get some information on the Joker's whereabouts here in Metropolis. So he goes to this nightclub. Okay, enough of the Batman voice. And there he found one of the gangsters there and to question him. And I mean question, interrogate. Though it makes me wonder, how could they always get away with having nightclubs in kids' cartoon shows? I mean, not just this, I've seen there's many others, too many to count. How did they manage to get away with this? I guess we're more subtle about it here on cartoon shows. Anyway, Batman used his bat thing and interrogated the guy.
Quinn. I don't know, honest. I never went back after he muscled in. I don't want nothing to do with that clown.
That's enough. I think you got your answer.
Oh, Batman and Superman are finally on screen together? Sweet. And Batman thinks he's all that he can take on a Man of Steel himself, but yeah, he doesn't have a Okay, maybe he does have a chance. But old Soup's not gonna let that keep him down.
I heard you were crazy. I didn't think you were stupid. Bruce Wayne?
Hey, no fair peeking.
I won't have vigilantism in my town.
Now that line kinda sorta bothers me. Not as much as Batman v Superman did, but it sort of bothers me. I mean, Superman pretty much does the same thing Batman does. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, they're both doing the same thing, so why is Superman calling him a vigilante? Anyway, Batman then shows what the Joker has in his possession, and Superman does not like the look of that.
Be soon enough.
It doesn't take much, does it? The Joker has 20 pounds more where this came from. Thought you might like to know.
So, that's how we officially met in the DC animated universe. Yeah, pretty much. Wait a second, how exactly you knew that was kryptonite? And how you keep disappearing? I know what's coming. Because of Batman! Walked right in that one. So after that, Superman went home back to his apartment and got a call from Lois about Bruce. And things get a little territorial here.
Now.
I'll let you go so you can count sheep or whatever you Kansas boys dream about. Bye.
You clever bat! Gotcha, Clark. And now will be a good time as any to we continue here. Because, well, I'm on a little time limit. Well, that concludes part 1 of my review. But don't worry, we'll get to other parts tomorrow and Sunday. And, well, that's all for today. See you all next time. Farewell, friends. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check us out on Patreon, Facebook, DeviantArt, Twitter, fanfiction.net, Rattled, and Casting Call Club.